Welcome to Arirang live coverage of the 70th anniversary ceremony of the Korean War Armistice. I'm Yoon Jung-min. 70 years ago on July 27, 1953, 3 years of the brutal Korean War that took the lives of hundreds of thousands came to a halt with the signing of an armistice led by the U.S.-led UN Command, North Korea and China. The nation is holding a ceremony on this occasion in the southern port city of Busan this evening. The venue, the Busan Cinema Center, which was once an airport site, holds significance in that it was the very place where a U.S. unit first landed to defend the South against the North Korean aggression that started the war. 4,000 people are expected to gather for the event, including representatives from 22 countries that took part in the conflict to defend the South. During the war, 16 countries, including the U.S., Britain, and Canada, sent soldiers in support of South Korea. What you're seeing on the screen is the Busan Cinema Center, where the event is just about to take place. And this year's slogan is freedom gained by commitment and future by alliance.
네, 지금 대통령님 내외분께서 입장하고 계십니다. 모두 자리에서 일어나서 큰 박수로 맞이해 주시기 바랍니다. 대통령님 내외분을 큰 박수로
Let
맞이해
us
주시면
welcome
감사하겠습니다.
the President and the First Lady with a big round of applause.
네, 모두 자리에 앉아 주시기 바랍니다.
Please everyone be seated.
네, 올해는 국제사회와의 연대로 자유수를 통해 세계가 부러워하는 나라가 된 대한민국. 그 자랑스러운 역사의 첫
Korea, that
발걸음을
has
뗀
become a nation
6.25
that the world envies through
정전협정
solidarity with the
체결로부터
international society
70년이
and the
되는
protection
특별한
of
해입니다.
freedom.
자유와 번영을 향한 첫걸음. 70년간 함께해온 대한민국과 참전국의
The
새로운
new
시작.
start of Korea and the
헌신으로 얻은
participating
자유,
countries who have been together for 7 years.
그럼
Freedom gained through dedication and future to be shaped through allegiance. We will now start the 70th anniversary of Korean War Armistice Agreements.
먼저 참전국 국기
First will be the
입장에
entrance of the flags of the participating countries. We ask all of you to stand to welcome the
몸이
flags.
불편하신 분들은
For those
자리에
with
앉아서
physical
예를
impairment,
표해
please
주시기
pay
바랍니다.
tribute while being seated.
먼저 22개 참전국 국기가
The flags of the 22 participating countries will enter in the order of arrival to Korea. Let us welcome them with a big round of applause. Entrance of flags of participating countries.
네, 여러분 큰 박수로 맞아주시기
So let us
바랍니다.
welcome the flags with a big round of applause. Lastly, the UN flag and the Taeguk flag of Korea are entering together. Let us welcome the flags with a big round of applause.
네, 대한민국이 자유의 날개를
We
펼칠
have
수
welcomed the
있도록
entrance of
헌신한
proud
22개
flags of
참전국들의
22
자랑스러운
participating
분위기가
countries who have made sacrifices for
이어서
Korea to soar
자유민주주의
high
수호를
with
위해
the wings of
죽음을
freedom.
무릅쓰고 싸웠던
Next will be the
유엔
entrance of
참전
UN war
용사들의
veterans who have
입장을
sacrificed
이번
themselves and
소설은
fought to
특별히
protect free
대한민국을
democracy.
대표하여
In order to
최고의
pay the
예우를
deepest
가하기
respect
위해
on behalf of Korea,
대통령님께서
President
무대로
Yoon
올라와
will
직접
come up to the
참전
stage to
용사분들을
welcome the war
맞이하시겠습니다.
veterans.
대통령님께서는
We ask the
무대 위로
President
올라와 주시기 바랍니다.
to come up to the stage.
Now,
in celebration of the 70th anniversary of Korean War Armistice Agreement, we will invite the heroes who enabled the remarkable achievement for 70 years with their remarkable sacrifice. Let us welcome them with a big round of applause. Entrance of UN veterans.
Donna Fergus lead. Charles Edward Amos. Douglas Lovell Puckering. Heather Lee Charles Thrum. John Edward Trask. K. Joseph Wong. Patrick Joseph Finn. Luther Gilbert Decker. Robert Alfonso Nelson. Victor Douglas Outfield. William Blaine Watt.
Alfred George Reed, Brian Richard Hamblett, Colin Albert Thackeray, Gordon John Payne, John Riley, Michael Cecil Clapp, Peter Pulilov, Peter Henry Marsh, Raymond Edward Victor Meade, Raymond Rogers, Richard John Carter, Trevor Isline John, William Herbert Lowe,
Bernard James Hughes. Arnis Robert Holden. John Aldrich Michael Philip Woodley. Michael Lesnar Jeffrey. Lex Lawrence McCall. Ronald George Walker. Daniel Fees. Hendrik Johannes van der Hof.
여러분 계속해서 큰 박수로
Let us
맞아주시면
continue to
감사하겠습니다.
welcome them with a big round of
with a
applause.
big and warm round of applause.
Archer Lonti, Delphis Cormier, Edward Allen Buckino, Harvey Elmo Luna, Ian Joseph Gilmour, Marvin Matt Paduk, Peter John Wilkins, Robert Alba Stewart, William Bud Robertson, William Robert Bragg,
Andre Gabriel Datai. John Trevor Barney. Ronald Norman Pocock. Bonifacio Espanola Talte. Ruben Aquino Aquino. Hecnius Franciscus Spence. Munyun Jaturan. Nom Supapon. Hong Bam Nung Nan. Rita Bamanion.
아베라 테드라 베네브루, 바시아 케베네 월더슬라세, 부준의 맹구스트 그룹, 레옹 모이에, 루카스 올리베로스 베르무데, 하이메 알폰스 알바레스 바르가스,
마지막으로 테드 에이리님을
Lastly,
대통령님께서
President Yoon
직접
will
자리에
guide
모시겠습니다.
Edwin Ady to his seat.
테드 에이리님은
As for Edwin Ady, he is a veteran who fought in the Battle of Gapyeong while serving in the Patricia Light Infantry Regiment, and despite being 95 years old, he has traveled afar to see proud Korea that made outstanding achievements with his own eyes.
다시 한번 큰 박수로 참전 용사들을
Let us
보내주시기
welcome
바랍니다.
the UN war veterans with another big round of applause. All heroes that Korea should remember and be grateful for have entered the venue. We ask all participants to be seated once again. We are currently at the former Busan Suyong Air Base, and it was here 73 years ago that the U.S. troops that participated as UN troops landed for the first time. We will now have an opening ceremony to commemorate the outstanding dedication of UN troops who have sacrificed themselves to protect freedom in the moments of desperation faced by Korea. U.S. actor Benjamin Spink, Round Youth Choir, and military band of Department of Defense and U.S. 8th Army will be performing. And we will also have the songs sung together. Let us welcome them.
Our unit was one of the most highly trained special ops units within the U.S. military. We were based in Camp Wood, Japan, and had been spending our days in peace following the Allied victory in World War II. And with the outbreak of the Korean War, we were given orders to parachute immediately into Korea. And so we mobilized on the night of June 30th, and on the morning of July 1st, 1950, we boarded a C-54 transport aircraft and prepared to depart. We made our way to Busan, and after our first landing attempt was canceled due to heavy fog, we finally landed at Suyong Airfield later that afternoon. I remember when I first stepped onto Korean soil, all the people there greeted us with open arms and a beaming smile. It made me momentarily forget that we were in a war zone. As we made our way to the front lines, we met many locals along the way who approached us to express their gratitude despite having a language barrier. And it was at that moment I became determined to fight and protect their freedom. We fought courageously against the enemy despite at times being outnumbered 10-1. And in the midst of battle, the only thought on my mind was I had to save these people and protect their freedom. We were joined by soldiers from all over the world with the same cause. And despite losing many of our brothers in numerous battles along the way, we fought together as one and emerged victorious. The Korean people have never forgotten our sacrifice. They have always been deeply grateful. And this country has grown to become our pride and joy. And we would like to once again remember those who gave their lives in order to protect the freedom of this cherished nation.
여러분 공연단의 큰
Ladies
박수
and gentlemen,
부탁드립니다.
please give a big round of applause for the performers.
네, 22개국
We can be in our places today thanks to the dedication of the 1.95 million UN war veterans from 22 countries. Freedom earned through sacrifice and future to be achieved through allegiance. We will commit ourselves to remember and continue this. Next will be the Pledge of Allegiance. We ask everyone to stand and face the flag at the front. For those with impairment, you may pay tribute while being seated. Members of the Hanbit unit of South Sudan, that is meeting its 10th anniversary in overseas dispatch and experience in UN peacekeeping activities, Major Park Sung-min, Major Lee Jung-yeon, Surgeon Kim Sang-woo, and Surgeon Kim Seul-gi will read the pledge. Salute the flag. I pledge, in front of proud Taeguk flag, allegiance to the Republic of Korea for the eternal glory of the country, liberty and freedom to the Republic of Korea. At ease. Now we will sing the national anthem. Led by the Joint Choir, representatives of the future generation in the region of Dabudong and Hwaengsong, which were the battlefields of the Korean War, have participated through the video. We will sing the first verse together. Next, we will have a moment of silence for the patriotic murals and the fallen heroes and the war veterans of the UN troops. Song for the silent tribute will be played by the military band of the Defense Ministry and the U.S. 8th Army Band. Moment of silence. at ease.
모두
We
자리에
ask all
앉아주시기
participants to
바랍니다.
be seated.
평생 잊지 못하고 가슴에 품었던 나라. 대한민국은 참전 용사
A country that we will never forget. As for Korea, this has become a second home to the veterans.
ผมกลับไปนั่นก็75 ปีแล้ว
I always enjoy coming back here to meet the Korean people.
This is going to be my last time, unfortunately. I know that it's going to be good.
70여 년 전엔 이름도 모르는 낯선 나라였습니다. 그러나 자유민주주의를 수호하겠다는 신념 하나로 세계 각국에서 온 청년들은
Young men around the world risked their lives to fight in the battlefield.
전장을 누볐습니다. 그렇게
Combining
함께
forces, we safeguarded the Republic of Korea. We came here with the heroism during the Korean War. Then we did our duty and we won and returned to Ethiopia. I want to say it was a great experience. Because I went to the Korean War to help a lot of people, I'm still satisfied. I looked out that aircraft window today and I've seen mile after mile of high-rise and industrial complexes.
Seoul would look like it was like New York. It's unbelievable. How did you do it? And he looked up to me and he said, thanks to you guys. That made me cry.
대한민국은
Assisted by the UN and the countries that fought in the Korean War, Republic of Korea overcame the scars of devastation and started to develop at a fast pace.
그 기적은
This miracle was made possible thanks to faith in freedom and steadfast solidarity.
유엔 참정국이 함께 지킨
The ROK
대한민국.
defended by UN nations is now holding
국제 손을
hands
맞잡고 세계의 자유,
firmly with the UN
국제
to take the
사회의
lead in
번영을 위해
safeguarding
앞장서고
and
있습니다.
prosperity for the international society.
그것이
That is how we
70년
show our
전의 역사에
appreciation
대한
for the history 70
감사와
years ago.
보답의 길입니다. 참전
The
용사들의
conviction of
신념은
UN veterans is now shared with the young men across the globe. I'm proud of my grandfather for participating in the Korean War. I am so happy that I can study in Korea thanks to my grandfather. 70 years ago, my country and the Republic of Korea built special bonds. Now our young generation carry on the unique friendship with Korea. We will never forget the proud history of our two countries. We will walk together toward the future.
세계의
The
젊은이들이
youth of the world extend their
자유를 위해
gratitude to the
헌신한
heroes who were
영웅들에게
sacrificed
인사를
for
건넵니다.
freedom.
고맙습니다.
Thank you.
이제 우리
The young
젊은이들이
men and women
당신들의
will share your
신념과
conviction
긍지를
and pride
세계
and be
시민의
dedicated
자유,
to the
수호와
defense of
번영을
freedom
위해
for the global citizens and their
헌신하겠습니다.
prosperity.
네, 영웅들의 헌신은
Sacrifices of the heroes bring warmth to our hearts even now after 7 years have passed. We will not forget the gratitude towards the participating countries and will continue to protect the value of freedom that has been conserved together with a strong sense of solidarity. Next, Dame Cindy Carroll, Governor General of New Zealand, will present an address on behalf of the participating countries.
On behalf of UN veterans, Governor General of New Zealand, Dame Cindy Carroll, will give us commemorative address.
총독님은 무대 위로
We
올라와
ask
주시기
Dame
바랍니다.
Carroll to come up to the
Please come up
stage.
to the stage.
큰 박수로 맞이해주시면 감사하겠습니다.
Let us welcome her with a
Please,
big round of
everyone,
applause.
welcome her onto the stage with a big round of applause.
Tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou, Tēnā koutou katoa.
So, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, hello. I am speaking in Korean. Hello. 안녕하세요.
On behalf of my fellow New Zealanders, I first want to acknowledge the damage and suffering experienced here in Korea following the recent heavy rainfall, and to convey my sincere condolences to those who lost loved ones. Mr. President, First Lady, distinguished guests, honoured veterans, ladies and gentlemen, it is an honour to address you on behalf of the countries invited here today to commemorate with our Korean partners the 70th anniversary of the Korean Armistice Agreement, which ended the hostilities of the Korean War. This occasion allows us to remember and pay tribute to the heroism and sacrifices of the Korean and Allied troops from 22 nations, including my country, New Zealand, who answered the call from the Korean government at the United Nations. We express our profound gratitude to those who gave their lives in defense of freedom, and acknowledge the many more who suffered wounds during the conflict. We are privileged to have amongst us many veterans today. Your selflessness and bravery in the most challenging of conditions will forever be remembered. We acknowledge also the immense suffering endured by the Korean people during the war, and the families that remain separated to this day. At the same time, this is an opportunity to celebrate the remarkable progress and achievements of the Korean people in the 70 years since the signing of the Armistice. We see before us a nation that has grown and prospered. The greatest reward for the efforts of the South Korean and Allied forces was the establishment of the Republic of Korea as a beacon of freedom, democracy, and prosperity. Today, South Korea is a respected member of the international community, a top 10 global economy, and a contributor to peace and security worldwide. The Republic of Korea is a valued partner to all the nations represented here today. However, let us not forget that while the armistice brought an end to hostilities, it did not officially end the war. 70 years later, the Korean Peninsula remains divided, and there is still no peace treaty. We eagerly hope for the eventual reunification of Korea and the healing of their pain of separation. We urge North Korea to engage in constructive dialogue with the Republic of Korea and the international community to work towards lasting peace on the Korean Peninsula. In this regard, the Armistice Agreement still plays a crucial role in providing stability upon which trust and cooperation can be built. As we remember the collective sacrifices of the past and acknowledge their role in shaping the present, let us also offer our prayers for a peaceful future for our friends our partners, and our allies in Korea. Manaki whenua, manaki tangata, haere whakamua, kamsahamnida.
So she has presented a commemorative address on behalf of the participating nations, and let us give another big round of applause. Next will be the government commendations presented to the war veterans of UN Armed Forces Day by President Yoon. We asked the President to come up to the stage. We asked the awardee and the companion to come up to the stage when called. First, government commendation to late Thomas Conlan Parkinson. For outstanding contributions to the defense of liberal democracy in the Republic of Korea, the following medal is presented in accordance with the Constitution of the Republic of Korea. President and National Commendation on July 27, 2023, presented by the President of Korea. Certificate of Commendation is presented to Sharon Parkinson McOwen, the daughter. And now we will take a photo together. So we ask the Sharon Parkinson McOwen to step down the podium. So thank you, and let us give them another big round of applause. Next will be the Civil Merit Medal presented to Donald Reed. So this will be the medal presented in recognition of your outstanding contributions to the defense of the liberal democracy of the Republic of Korea. The Constitution of the Republic of Korea grants you the following medal. July 27th, presented by President of Korea. So let us give him another big round of applause. And now a photo will be taken.
We will now have commemorative photo time.
So let us give Mr. Donald Reed another big round of applause.
Please give another big round of applause.
And now the President will be presenting a commemorative speech. Honorable citizens, war veterans of UN participating countries, government delegates, and also distinguished guests. Today marks the 70th anniversary since the signing of the Korean War Armistice Agreement, and today is also the UN Forces Participation Day. I would like to express my sincere gratitude to Governor General of New Zealand, Dame Cindy Carroll, and UN participating countries, government delegates of those countries, and I really want to thank you for gracing your presence in this meaningful day. Busan Cinema Center that we are in today used to be the main airfield of UN forces during the Korean War. And the city of Busan was the temporary capital during the Korean War, and it was the last resort of Korea's security. At UN Commemorative Park, placed in Daeyeondong of Busan, 2,320 UN war veterans from 11 countries are resting in peace. And UN Peace Memorial embodies the noble significance of those who defended the freedom of Korea. I would like to commemorate the spirits of the UN war veterans who have sacrificed their lives for free Korea, and I would like to pay my deepest respect. Honorable citizens, 73 years ago, numerous youths from the free globe fought to defend Korea, a country that was unknown to many, under a single banner. And they have come afar. For 3 years, from 22 nations, 1.95 million veterans joined the battlefields. 41,000, including 37,000 U.S. soldiers passed away in the battlefields, and 110,000 were injured or became hostages. This was a huge sacrifice. UN participating forces are our true heroes who have sacrificed all to defend freedom of a country that was unknown to many at a very young age. Since 1953, 70 years have passed, and that has been 70 years since the Armistice Agreement was signed. And even now, UN forces are playing its full role to defend Korea and to protect the peace of the Korean Peninsula. UN forces is a platform that allows immediate military support to be provided by our allies under the UN flag at times of potential war in the Korean Peninsula. And it is also a platform that automatically secures 7 UN rare bases that are required at times of war. Such a significant role of UN forces is unique in the history of UN, and it is especially meaningful in that it shows a strong commitment of the international society to exhibit solidarity for freedom above all. Distinguished UN war veterans, today's Korea was built on top of the sacrifices, devotion, and the blood-stained military uniforms of the UN forces. Korea could defend freedom from the totalitarian communism with your sacrifice and dedication. Korea overcame the ruthless scars and devastations of war, and it could achieve remarkable growth and prosperity based on free democracy and capital economy. Today's Korea is an IT powerhouse that leads the era of AI and digitization, and it is also a cultural powerhouse that leads the K-wave in the world. This city, Busan, was home to more than 1 million refugees during the Korean War, and now it is the second biggest transshipment port in the world. It has leaped to become a global logistics hub. Thanks to the aid of the UN participating countries, Busan could be reborn from the ashes of the world to become a global marine city. And now it is preparing to host the most successful World Expo in the history. '23 Busan World Expo will be a solution platform where participants will share the common initiatives that the humanity face and to seek out resolutions together. Honorable UN war veterans, Korea will never forget the gratitude towards the allies who have come at once when Korea was in a dire situation. We will never forget your honorable sacrifices and devotion. Currently, in 13 countries across the globe, 1,000 or so Korean soldiers are participating in the peacekeeping activities of the international society through overseas dispatch. Korea, as a responsible member of the international society, is forming a solidarity with the free and democratic nations, and with Korea-US alliance as the core pillar, it will strive for freedom, peace, and prosperity of not only the Indo-Pacific region, but of the world. Korean government and citizens will do their utmost so that the value of freedom that has been defended for the past 70 years can be passed on to the future generation. Once again, I would like to express my most sincere gratitude and deepest respect to the UN participating countries and UN veterans. Korea will forever remember the outstanding heroes. Thank you. Let us give a big round of applause to the President for his kind words. Thank you. A country that remembers heroes. We will continue to remember till the end and will strive to continue the spirits. Next, we have prepared a gratitude video for the participating nations and veterans. Once a country that received aid, now Korea has grown to become a member of the international society, and now we will take a look at the video that expresses gratitude on behalf of those who have executed virtuous influence or spread the growth of Korea.
Hi, I'm Sangmo Tony Son from the Space Telescope Science Institute. Looking back at my life and career, I realized that my dream was gifted by the veterans.
Looking back at my life and career, I realized that there are war veterans who have fought for and sacrificed their lives, and I would like to express my deepest gratitude to the veterans.
That received assistance from the international community. Korea is now providing aid to countries in need. We will remember the dedication of the veterans and be faithful to our role and responsibilities as members of the global community. Salamat po!
I will do my best to make Korea proud and honor the sacrifice of the veterans, which allowed South Korea to become the country it is today.
We thank all the veterans for granting us precious today. We will strive to share hunger, the symbol of an adamant spirit, and the value of freedom with the rest of the world.
Just like the shipbuilding project being carried out in collaboration with Columbia at Changwon University, we will actively engage in exchange and grow together with all the nations that have supported us. We will strive to create a future generation that dreams of and moves toward a prosperous future with our allied nations.
네, 위대한 헌신으로
70
이룬
years of
70년.
achievements
감사와
that were
존경의
made through outstanding
유해세계를
dedication,
선포하며
Korea that will
세계를
lead the
선도하는
world by connecting
세계의
with the
활동하면서
future generation based on
오늘의
gratitude and
우리를
respect. We will
함께하신
continue to be
분들을 잊지
active
않고
in the global
기억하겠습니다.
stage, and we will not forget those who allowed us to stand here today. Next will be the commemorative performance. There is a song that accompanied the war veterans during the Korean War and also marked the agreement when the military band played the song immediately after the signing of the agreement. The song is Arirang. This is a song that is most remembered and sung by the war veterans when they think of Korea. The Arirang bridge that the participating countries and Korea have climbed together was connected to the song Amazing Grace to prepare the performance of Amazing Arirang. After watching the video of Arirang sung by the war veterans, war veteran Patrick Pinn of US and war veteran Colin Thackeray of UK will lead the singing of Amazing Arirang. We ask all participants to sing together.
아리오 아리랑 거기로 남을 간다 나를 버리고 가시느니만 알병난다
It has been 70 years since the Korean War Armistice was signed. The freedom and remarkable development of the Republic of Korea today is testament to the wise decision made by the United Nations 70 years ago.
Korea has seen a miraculous transformation for which I fought together with my comrade in arms. Dream ever bigger, Korea.
나루 별이고
That wraps up Arirang special coverage of the 70th anniversary of the Korean War Armistice. Thank you for watching.